Cool. Okay. So quick question that I want to start with today, and I was on James Shaw's call as I am most days walking home to finish my walk every morning. I'm listening to James and his call, and he was on page 9 of the One Thing today, and he was sharing that Gary asked a question, and the question that he asked is, if we all have the same amount of time every day, which we do, why do some people get better results than others?
Some follow a schedule.
More focused.
Say that again, Angel.
More focused.
Focus.
I think it's more commitment also.
Commitment. Yeah.
Using systems.
Systems.
Also the why.
Yeah.
Because if you have a big why, you always are looking for that and thinking about that all the time. So
Love
you
it.
are going for that.
Love it. Great job. All good answers, guys. All really good answers. And we've discussed this on this call, actually, where you can intentionally add more time to your day by simply getting up earlier. And let's say, for example, you get up 2 hours earlier, you're going to add 2 hours to your day every day. And that over time has an incredible result. So my answer would be focus and energy. I can work side by side with someone else. We could put in the same number of hours every day and get different results. And the difference is focus and energy. How much focus and energy you put into your time is the direct result of success, not how many hours you work. All right, so it's the end of the year and we're still on goal setting. And here's a few questions that I would ask myself as I'm reviewing the year. And we always want to review the year. How did we do? Now, one of the questions that I would ask is, did I make progress? The next question is this goal, the goal that I'm reviewing, is it a should goal? In other words, should I do it? Or is it something that I really want? Now, I'm going to hit mute all just because of the noise, guys, and you have something to share. Please jump in here and do. First of all, I have to find the mute all button. Where did it go? There it is, mute all. Thing jumps around on me. Okay. Okay, so before you set your goals for 2021, first review how you did in 2020. Where did you begin? What was your goal for the year? And where are you today? Now, the next question is, what did you learn? And make sure your goals are measurable. How much and by when is the note that you should take. Now, let's talk about the gap concept. And here's the whole idea behind the gap concept. The gap concept, tongue twister, says that I have 3 actuals. Actual number 1 is where I started. So for example, let's say that I started with, I made $75,000 in 2019. So I'm setting my goals for 2020. We're in a time machine, you're in a DeLorean, and we're back in time. And for those of you younger than 40, just look up Back to the Future. Okay, now it's January of 2020 and you set a goal to earn $120,000. Example, that's your actual number 1. Actual number 2 is, where are you? Where did you end the year? And let's just say, for example, you ended the year at $100,000. Now, actual number 3 is the gap between where you ended the year and what your goal was. And if I focus on the gap, is it possible that I could get discouraged because I didn't hit my goal? Take yourself off mute and talk to me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's 100% possible. Here's the danger point. If that's my focus and that's what I choose to focus on, then I'm going to be discouraged, disappointed, and potentially I'm not going to set goals for 2021 because why bother?
Mm.
I set a goal to earn $150,000 in 2020. I only earned $100,000. Therefore, I failed. Remember, perspective is the only thing that can dramatically change the outcome without changing any of the results. The result is the same. You had a goal of earning $150,000. You actually earned $100,000. Those are the facts. And your perspective is you fell short of your goal. Now, could you choose to give up? In other words, not set goals in 2021 because why bother? You didn't hit your goals in 2020. This is one of the reasons why people don't set goals. Matter of fact, this is one of the main reasons why people don't set goals. Now, what I would tell you is focus on the fact that you increased your income from $75,000 to $100,000. Matter of fact, that would be a third, 33% if I'm doing the math right, correct? I increased my income by 33%. Somebody on here that's a math whiz, go for it. Tell me I'm wrong. Is that a good thing? If I told everybody on the call right now, you're going to increase your income in 2021 by 33%, how would you feel about that?
Great.
Yeah, good.
If I told every single one of you that whatever amount of money you invest in the stock market today, a year from now, it's going to be worth 33% more than it is today, how would you feel about that?
Amazing.
Amazing. Where can I get more money to go invest? And yet we beat ourselves up because we're focused on the gap rather than what we actually accomplished.
But there's a lot that comes in between, you know, with that gap. If you track yourself like you should, and if you do your LG like you should, your lead generation like you should, you will see a pipeline that's forming that's so humongous.
All true. All true. You're on a journey with a destination that is assured. In other words, you're not there yet. Just because you didn't hit the goal in 2020 doesn't mean the journey is over.
Right.
So I set a goal. Let's see if I can get my phone to work and I'll show you this.
Activity completed. Workout summary. Total time,
There's my
1
walkout,
hour,
right?
15 minutes, 58 seconds. Total distance, 4.2 miles. Average pace, 18 minutes, 0, 5.
Okay, that's boring. So I set a goal to walk 1,800 miles in 2018. As of right now, with 2 days left, I'm at 1,000. I don't know if you can see that. The light is shining, maybe not. I'm at, forget it. I'll just tell you. I'm at 1,556 miles. Did I fail?
No.
No.
A year ago, I walked 1,055 miles. This year, I'm at 1,555 miles. Now, I fell short of my goal. Now, I could choose to focus on that. The gap is 250 miles. That's my focus. I'm going to give up. However, I increased my mileage from 1,000 miles to 1,555 miles. Success?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go to my screen share. This is going to work. That's a positive affirmation, by the way. Yeah, maybe. Yep, there we go. Good. All right, so this is what Gary says on page 9. This is just picking up right from where James Shaw left off this morning. Now that you have a purpose, you can set a priority that is in alignment with it and structure your day to be productive. Setting priority gives you clarity in the one thing that you want most at some point in the future. Boy, that's huge. Underline that about 100 times. At some point in the future. And the one thing you should do today to get it. So what is the one thing that you need today in order to get to your purpose? That's your goal, your one thing, your priority, your productivity. And I want to get to the 135 that we were working on a couple of weeks ago. Well, true. Oh, this is great planning. I know it's here, guys.
There,
No, that wasn't it.
no, it wasn't.
Nope, that wasn't it. Lots of cool pictures. There it is.
Yeah.
All right, Valerie, jump in here and talk to me. So we've got 12 weeks. Our goal is to take 12 listings in 12 weeks. This is the 135 that we worked on about a month ago in order to take 12 listings in the first 12 weeks of 2021. Now, the 3 priorities that we're going to focus on are prospect and market, build my database, and market to my database. And I'm going to rewrite this because after researching this, I learned a couple things that I'm going to redo, and I'm going to send you out another copy of this. And add blank number of contacts daily to start. Valerie, talk to me.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so what was your question?
Oh, okay. Yes, number 2 is add blank number of contacts daily to start.
Yep.
And then number 4, just beneath that, says add blank number of new Mets every day.
Cool. All right, so here.
I was confused about the difference between the 2.
Sure, and let's talk about that. So everybody's got to start at 0. In other words, before I have anybody in my database, I have 0 people in my database. And in order to get everyone in there, let's say, Valerie, that you have 200 contacts that live in your phone right now. In other words, they're not in command, they're in your phone.
Okay.
And you want to get those 200 contacts entered into command. Well, you could set a goal to add 200 today, and you may do that and you may not. However, if you set a goal to add 10 a day for the next 20 days, you definitely will do it. Does that part make sense?
Okay, so yeah, people who are just like flailing out there somewhere, not in the database.
Yeah, so everybody that's not currently in command, I need to get them in there. And one of my 5 strategies is I'm actually going to create a strategy to get everyone I know into my database. Now, number 4 is referencing, once I've got everybody in there, I still want to add new Mets. So I meet Angel in line at Starbucks. We're having a conversation. I have a name tag on. It says, I'm a real estate agent. And Angel says, oh, you're in real estate. And my response is, absolutely. Are you looking to buy a house? She's gonna, no, I just noticed your name tag. Yeah, sure, Angel, of course. And by the way, I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. All that means is I send them interesting information once a month, and I call every 3 or 4 months. Would it be okay if I added you to that group? Now, Valerie, what I'm looking for is one person to say yes every day. So that a year from now, when we're having this call, every single person on this call has 250 more people in their database than they do today. And the reason I say 250 is because we're working, this, because we've shared this. Everybody is working 50 weeks. And we're working 5 days a week. That's 250 days. And I'm adding 1 new person to my database every single day.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, yep, my pleasure. All right, believe it or not, it's 8:55, which means, share with me, what'd you hear? That went by fast today, which is cool. and we're going to pick this up tomorrow and we'll finish it on Thursday. What'd you hear?
To review your year, what happened, look back at what we did this year in 2020. So we would know how to plan for next year and
Yep.
not to have any downfalls. Whether you had, as long as you had gain somewhere, we should appreciate it.
There you go. Focus on your progress, not the gap. Don't focus on the gap. The gap is going to discourage you. Here's another question for you. If you're going to review your year, how many other opportunities do you have in the course of the year to review those 5 strategies and each of your priorities in order to make adjustments? Paige is holding up her hand. Talk to me, Paige.
4, because we're doing this every 12 weeks.
There you go. There's one answer. It's the right answer, and there's more than one right answer. How many other opportunities do you have to review those strategies?
Every time we rewrite our 411.
Okay, every time we rewrite our 411, which is every week.
Yes.
So we have 52 opportunities to review our results. Now, I'm not talking about results as far as your goals are concerned. I'm focused on the activities.
Okay. It also, at another extreme, every 15 minutes, because you talked about time blocking and actually breaking it down to 15 minutes.
If you're a 747 and you're flying from Miami to Los Angeles, how often do you review your results?
Probably constantly.
The answer is every second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're off track, what do?
Just
Back on track.
correct course.
Correct.
Adjust. You adjust.
Make adjustments. Yes, yes, yes. The team that wins a football game is the team that makes the best adjustments at halftime.
Not just at halftime, during the whole thing.
Yes, good job. So there's another example of how many times do I have the opportunity to review my results in order to make adjustments every day. Like Paige said, every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, once a week, every month. And if you're off track, you don't get discouraged. You don't give up. The plane doesn't say, screw it, this isn't working. I give up. I hope it's not. I'm not flying on that plane.
Thank God.
I mean, seriously, think about it. Okay, you're the plane. You're flying from Miami to Los Angeles, and the GPS is talking to you, and it's telling you you're off track. Get back on track. You're off track. Get back on track. Constantly, constantly. Now, what if the plane says, oh, this is just too much rejection. I can't take it. I give up.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. Yeah. So a couple of years ago, I had an opportunity to take a really incredible trip with some friends of mine, and my best friend since I was 16 years old, which means I've known this guy a long time because I'm 58. I was thinking about that on the walk this morning. 2 more years and I'm 60. Oh, holy cow. Okay. And we're on this 48-foot Hatteras, and we're going to, where do we go? Oh, Belize. And we're 4 days at sea. And I'm in the captain's cockpit, and I'm looking at the GPS. I'm looking at the compass, and this thing is making corrections every second, every second, every second. What if it didn't? Would we end up in Belize? No, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'd be on the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
Wow.
All right, give me a couple of ahas. We're going to check out.
Hi, guys. I just wanted to briefly introduce myself. I'm Shelly. I am a brand new agent, and so this is my first training as well. And so I just wanted to say hi. I'm very excited. And you mentioned a bunch of things that I'm not 100% familiar with. Is there a place I can go? I noticed the Facebook community group, but is there a place I can go to get all the resources from today and your other trainings?
First of all, Shelly, welcome.
Thank you.
Yep. Which market center are you with?
The Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, you're in a great location. You got incredible people there. And go to my YouTube page.
Okay.
Every call that we've had going back to March is on that page. There's over 200 videos that you could watch.
Great. Thank you.
My pleasure. You've got incredible people
Welcome.
around you. Go to Victoria Gordo and ask her that same question, by the way. I'm
Yes.
sure she might have a different answer.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Who's next, guys?
Focus and energy is where we have to be honed in on when we're doing making our plans, whatever we're doing, we have to have that focus and energy.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna close with this. Do you always feel like it?
No.
No.
Do I show up for the call? Boy, this is a dangerous question. I hope you guys answer it the right way. Do I show up with the call with energy every single day?
You do.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do you think I always feel like it?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh. No. I mean, there are days I've got this crazy medical condition that I'm still working on. And some days I show up in so much pain, I can't even barely smile and look at you. Hopefully you never notice that. Hopefully you never see it.
I'm actually in shock. So again, thank you for sharing. Your genuineness helps me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah. Wow. We never noticed that, John, but
Would have never
thank you.
guessed that.
Thank you, because now we're better able to focus our prayers for what you need, because you give so much to us, and we want to make sure that we are giving back to you in any way that we can.
yeah. Sarah, I appreciate that. I really, really do. Thank you, and thank you. And here's the reason I shared that with you, not to bring attention to myself. Remember, I am very unimpressed with myself. I really am. The reason I did that is because I know you have those days too. And I know there are days when you don't want to get out of bed, don't want to get on the phone, don't want to make calls, don't want to keep making calls. And Shelly's going to go, wow, this guy's really weird when I share this with you. There's days when you don't want to be a duck.
Yeah.
Now, Shelly, go search the archives. You'll find it.
Quack,
And
quack.
yeah, quack,
But I
quack.
do love those socks, though.
Oh my God, I'm so grateful for socks. And here's the really cool thing about the ducks. They don't have a choice.
Right.
They don't get to choose whether or not they're a duck. They're just a duck. And they show up every day and they quack, regardless of how they feel, regardless of the weather, regardless. It doesn't matter. They quack. Well, my job is to show up every day and quack.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, let me take today. I'm going to give you, you're going to take us out on the next call, and I have a purpose behind this, but I'm not going to share it with you. You're going to have to wait and see.
Awesome.
All right, time to get to work. What is work? Work is, it's been a while since I've done this. I think I forget. Work is 20 calls. It's 20 conversations. It's not 17. It's not 18. It's not 19. Because when you settle for 17 conversations, because 17 is close enough, you don't have the 18th conversation, which could have been $1 million listing, and you didn't get the listing because you didn't have the conversation because you settled for 17. And the worst part of that is you don't even know you didn't get the listing because you didn't have the conversation. Or you tell yourself a lie, which is I'll make up those conversations tomorrow, which you won't. 20 conversations is a standard. Make care calls, not sale calls. Always lead with gratitude. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate you. The reason for my call is with an expired listing, yes, absolutely. Just get to the point quickly before they yell at you and hang up the phone on you. Always lead with gratitude. Always bring value to every single conversation. There's sale care calls, not sale calls. Every day, focus on getting an appointment, adding somebody to your database, or getting a referral. They're standards, they're not goals. Matter of fact, you're in control of those standards, because when So when you hit those, you chose to. When you don't hit those, you chose that. Now, find somebody today that's thinking of buying or selling a home. Get face to face with somebody today that is thinking of buying or selling a home, whether it's 30 days from now, 60 days from now, or a year from now, doesn't matter, because a year from now, you're going to need listings. You're going to need buyers. That's going to put 250 people in your pipeline that you're going to follow up forever, because you reject rejection, and no is not a word that lives in your vocabulary. And because you're following up forever, you're creating emotional proximity. And remember, people will never change their mind. But what they will do is make a new decision based on new information. And your job is to stay in touch with them and help them self-discover new information so that they can make a new decision. Which
Dun,
is ouch.
dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
I love it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, you know what's so funny is in my house, I've got these on. So everybody's watching me thinking, oh my gosh, Dad's losing it again. Monica's watching and going, yeah, John's losing it. No, if they were on this call, they'd get it. All right, new information, new decision, which is to hire you. Make it a great day, everybody. Thank you, Valerie.
Awesome.
I love that.
Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Great
So
day.